Hi there. Now, devotion today, I want to take you to Philippians chapter 4, verse 8 onwards. Let me read it for you. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. Paul is advising to the Philippian believers about the importance of keeping your mind occupied with good things. Whatever you put in your mind, that is what is going to come out in your life. So, Paul says that you have to think about such things, all the good things. If you're good, it's put in your mind. If all the great things is put in your mind, and that's what is going to come out. So mind is a battleground, and that is where the devil wants to take a hold of. But you have to make sure that you overpower and make sure that you are filling your mind and your heart with good things. Let me read it for you. He says, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. In other words, being positive is important. There are times that the world pushes us to a place where you will be negative. Everything that you see around you can feel negative. But it is so important that we have to literally think about it and literally plan and do. Allow our mind to only have all these good things in us. So it says, if you put all these things in your mind, when you think about such things, what happens is that you will have a positive mind. And he also gives another advice. He says in verse 9, whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me. So Paul is putting himself as an example for the believers. You know, if you want somebody to be an example, Paul says, just look at me. And because I'm right here with you and I'm preaching to you, I'm living my Christian life among you. And so you want to learn and have a good Christian life, you have to learn it from me. He says, whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice. What a powerful statement that is. You know, Paul boldly says that I live as a good Christian and you can follow me. And that is what Jesus said to his disciples. Follow me and I will make you fishers of men. So all these 3.5 years, the disciples, the chosen ones, had great opportunity to learn from Jesus. But until the Spirit of God came upon them, they were fearful. But when the Spirit of God came upon them, they put everything that they have learned from Jesus into their life. And that is what made the world upside down in the early time. So here is Paul, as an apostle, is calling the church, believers, the Philippians, to look at him and learn his way of life. Put it into practice. Everything that you have received from me, learned from me, or heard from me, or seen in me. And when you do that, Paul says, and the peace of God, or the God of peace, will be with you. So we need to have that kind of confidence in our day-to-day life. Can we boldly say, like Paul, that whatever you learned from me, whatever you received or heard from me, or whatever you've seen in me, put it into practice? That is the way that God wants us to live. He wants us to live a life that is pleasing to him, not only before God, but also before men, so that God may be praised in all that we do, so that people can see Jesus in us, in our talk, in our walk, in our day-to-day life. Let people see Jesus in us. God bless you. Make sure you dominate your mind with good things. God bless you today.